This is my top 3 recipes to lose fat and build muscle this summer. Welcome to a full day of being in the kitchen. We are going over my top 3 recipes at the moment to lose fat, build muscle, high protein, low calorie recipes that taste absolutely amazing. I have eaten these recipes consistently on the channel for a couple years now. These are the same foods that I'll eat in the off season when trying just to build muscle, stay healthy, and as well as eat them while dieting for a bodybuilding show. So sit back, get your pen and paper out, take some notes, and let's get into it. The first recipe that I am making is anabolic French toast. That's right, you know it, you love it, but this is a little bit of a different version that I've been enjoying. It's the vanilla peanut butter version of anabolic French toast. Some things that you will need for this recipe, okay, we have egg whites, vanilla extract, sweetener, and cinnamon. That is the anabolic sauce. That is super key. For my bread of choice, I am using regular white bread, Wonder Bread, because it is wonderful. And then you also need a fruit of choice. Sometimes I use blueberries. Today I'm using strawberries. For the vanilla peanut butter portion of it, you will of course need peanut butter. You can use PB Fit if you want to have a lower calorie, higher protein version of it. But for me, I'm using Skippy, Old Faithful, and then some plain non-fat Greek yogurt. And that is pretty much all you will need. And then of course, some sugar-free syrup as well. Alrighty, so step 1 into making the vanilla peanut butter version of this French toast. First things first, grab yourself a bowl, grab yourself a food scale, and start pouring in those egg whites. I'm going in with around 200 grams of egg whites. If you're using a carton, it's about just half of this carton. In no particular order whatsoever, next things next, I'm going in with my sweetener of choice. I'm using Splenda. You can use whatever you fancy. I'm doing around 3 packets. I've cut back on the artificial sweeteners. I used to use like 4, 5, 6 different packets for recipes. We're doing 3. Sometimes less is more. In this case, less is just less. For cinnamon, just give it a couple bad girl spanks. And then vanilla extract, this is key measurement here. I'm going in with about that much. A little bit goes a long way with this. Last step for making the anabolic sauce, just give it a nice little stir and mix until it's all combined. You should have something that resembles like muddy water. That is perfectly okay. Okay, so next is the actual cooking portion of this video. This part is not rocket surgery. If you are using Wonder Bread, okay, it uses around 3 slices for 200 grams. Wonder Bread is the best because it soaks up a good amount of egg whites and it maintains the integrity of the bread. It doesn't fall apart easily. Sometimes you get this bread and then it just soaks up a bunch of egg whites and then falls apart when you try and grab it out of the bowl. Not Wonder Bread, baby. Last bread going down, boom. For the heat on here, I'm going in low to medium heat, okay? I used to put the heat on high and I would cook the outside of the bread way too quickly without cooking the inside of it, and it would be like really soggy French toast, which if you like it soggy, I don't blame you, it's pretty good. Most people, however, don't. When the egg whites cook all the way through the bread gets nice and thick, and the thicker, the more space it takes up in your stomach, the more full you're gonna be. You go around 3 to 4 minutes each side, and you're pretty much good to go. Okay, while that French toast is cooking, we're gonna get the vanilla portion of this French toast going. What you will need is Greek yogurt, vanilla extract, and some more sweetener. That's really all you need to take this Greek yogurt from tasting like sour cream to a vanilla experience. That's also my nickname in bed, a vanilla experience. 1 full serving of this is 170 grams, so we're going in with about half of that, which is about 85 grams. Had to do some hard math there. I'll sometimes use a full serving, but that's quite a lot of cream. So for most people, half a serving is pretty much all you need. Next step is to add the sweetener, and then last but not least, add a little bit of vanilla extract, just a couple drops will do. Give that a nice solid mix. That's pretty much it. You have here now some amazing Greek yogurt dip. You can use this to put on your French toast, to put on some strawberries and dip it in there. That's a snack that I'll often have. It's high in protein, tastes amazing. Put it on your lover during extracurricular activities. You know, whatever you want to do with it. And the beautiful thing is by the time that's done, you come back to the French toast, you give it a little flipperooski, and bam! About 3 to 4 minutes and the French toast is completely done. Now look, I know what you're thinking. You're like, Joe, what about the peanut butter experience? You just take peanut butter and put it on there. Au contraire, my friend, there is a step to the peanut butter that I do. This is kind of optional, but what I love to do is actually melt the peanut butter in the microwave. So we're gonna take 1 serving or 32 grams of peanut butter, put it on a spoon. We'll see how good my estimation skills are. I'm going about that much, hopefully is enough for 1 serving. 30 grams. I mean, that's pretty much almost spot on. I'll put this in the microwave for about a minute, melt this down, get it nice and saucy just to pour all over that French toast. And even as I'm sitting here talking to you, I can literally see the French toast getting thicker. This stack of French toast is definitely a grower and not a shower. It's one of the benefits of cooking the French toast slowly. It's like foreplay. It gets bigger. All right, French toast is pretty much done. Now, last but not least, you want to plate everything. You know, you can make it look ugly, you can make it look presentable. For the purposes of this video, I'm here to make this look presentable. In fact, I'm gonna take it to the next step. I'm using a regular, just plastic plate. Let me get the fancy plates out. Put it on a nice fancy plate. What I usually like to do with the Greek yogurt or the vanilla portion of it is just kind of plop it right on top. Makes it look like it's some like special whipped cream. It's not, it's just Greek yogurt. We also cut up the strawberries. I did that off camera. You guys didn't need to see me chop strawberries, right? You cut them. I'm gonna make this look extra fancy here. Put it all around the French toast. I have no idea how much strawberries this is, so I'm kind of just adding to the plate and I'm weighing it out as well, just so I know how much I'm putting on here. And it's around 215 grams of strawberries. The beautiful thing about strawberries is that it's super low in calorie as well. I mean, who doesn't like strawberries? And then last but not least is the peanut butter drizzled all on top. I mean, this just gets me going, if I'm being honest with you. It's, oh man. I feel so bad for people out there that are allergic to peanuts or peanut butter. I had this friend, my whole life I've known him, he's been allergic to peanuts. He's never had peanut butter. He's never had a Reese's Pieces. I mean, it's tragic, honestly. It could be in a Shakespeare play, it's so sad. And then last but not least, we have the sugar-free syrup. You just want to kind of just all over that. 5 calories per serving, so I'm not really too worried about it. Holy mackerel, baby. Alrighty, so calories and macros for this right here. We have 627 calories. We have 47 grams of protein, 70 grams of carbs, 9 grams of fiber, and then 19 grams of fat. I try to get this as close to 500 calories as possible. Maybe if you use a little less fruit, use PB Fit instead of regular peanut butter. You can definitely get it lower in calories. I think everyone can fit in a 500 calorie meal, no problem. But even for this right here with the peanut butter and it being as tasty as it is, only 627 calories, almost 50 grams of protein. I mean, not bad, right? Let's give this a taste test, shall we? That is just fantastic. I mean, give this a shot. It's a little fun fact as well. Whenever I have French toast and I go work out, I have the best pump. Always. Nothing beats a French toast pump. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first recipe for the day. We still have 2 more. We have a lunch option and then a dinner option as well. I'm gonna show you what that's all about. Again, my top 3 recipes for losing fat, building muscle, something that I enjoy eating every day. This is what I find tasty, fits my calories, fits my macros. I think it can fit a lot of majority people's calories and macros on a daily basis, something you can incorporate every day just to make your life a little less miserable when it comes to trying to get lean, trying to build muscle, you know, trying to do that type of thing. It doesn't have to be boring. You want to have some good food. Here's the first meal, and I'll see you guys in the next recipe. Alrighty, here with the second recipe of the day, and what this is gonna be is a wrap. Now, the reason why I love wraps and why it's such a big staple of mine in kind of my day-to-day diet, whether you're bulking or cutting or maintaining or whatever, is because you can really customize this however you want to, from the protein source that you use to the vegetables that you put into the wrap, to the sauces. From head to toe, every ingredient can kind of be exchanged with one another, and you can never really get bored of it because you can always mix it up and you're never really having the same wrap all the time, unless you want to. The choice is yours. You're allowed to eat the same thing every day if you want. You can do that. But if you want a little variety in your life, you know, mix it up. So the version of what I'm making, I call it a burger wrap. It's kind of my favorite variation of a wrap. Is one I come to consistently. I mean, I love burgers, but I don't always have the caloric intake necessary to eat a burger every day. Like sometimes it's just not worth the calories. But a burger wrap is. So a couple things you will need for a wrap in general as a whole. You're gonna need your actual wrap, the tortilla itself. This is the Mission Carb Balance Flour Tortilla. This is amazing, 70 calories per serving, and there's 15 grams of fiber per tortilla. So Fiber is great when you're dieting because it's gonna fill your stomach up, it's gonna make you feel more full. And it's hard to find a good wrap that has a high amount of fiber that doesn't taste like sandpaper. And this brand right here is my go-to. But you know, feel free to use whatever wrap you want to. I always recommend a tortilla that's like 100 calories or less. Next is gonna be your base layer. Now, I used to use romaine lettuce as my base layer, but I am a shredded lettuce kind of guy. Shredded iceberg lettuce is it even really a vegetable? It's so good. Like, does it count as a vegetable? Per the whole entire container of this whole thing is 30 calories. Super low in calories. The first step into making a good wrap, okay, you have to establish a base. Base that I'm establishing is with either romaine lettuce or iceberg lettuce. That is key because that is going to set the foundation of your wrap. If you just put your sauces first, then your protein, then your lettuce, the wrap is gonna feel a little unbalanced. It might start leaking, and no one likes a leaky wrap. I wanna wrap with a firm foundation. So you have to go lettuce first. It's like pouring milk before you pour the cereal. Everybody knows you pour the cereal first, then you pour the milk. So lettuce on the wrap. Next is gonna be your actual protein source. For me, I am going right here with 93.7 ground beef. If I'm really trying to get lean, I'll go 96.4. Sometimes I'll mix in ground bison. It all just depends on how I'm feeling. For today, we went with 93.7 ground beef. And you don't need a lot because I usually have multiple wraps. I never really just have one wrap. So I'll usually put in around 2 ounces of protein per wrap. So that right there is around 2.5 ounces of 93.7 ground beef. Next, I go in with the sauce, okay? For my sauces of choice, it's a burger wrap. So what do you put on a burger? You put on mustard and ketchup. Now, the beautiful thing about mustard, if you're not a fan of it, which a lot of people aren't, it's one of my favorite condiments because it's so low in calories, they round it to 0, so I'm always using mustard on everything I can use mustard on. And I am not afraid to use mustard. It's delicious. I don't know how you don't like mustard. But some people, they're not a fan of it, which is understandable. If you don't like mustard, dude, use a different sauce. I always recommend sauces that are at least 50 calories or less per serving, and usually servings on sauces are around 1 to 2 tablespoons. If you're doing 1 tablespoon of a sauce and it's more than 50 calories, what the are you doing? You're clearly not trying to save on calories at that point. And I also want to point out, not only do I have ketchup, I have no sugar added ketchup. The difference between no sugar added and added ketchup is that it's about a 10 calorie difference. 20 calories versus 10. Now, I know it's like, ooh, 10 calories, what do you like hoo-hawing about 10 calories? Listen, that's 50% of your calories, okay? It's the simple swaps in life that make a difference. It's not just gonna be swapping out the ketchup that makes a difference. It's doing that consistently on a daily basis over time that allows you to lose weight, lose fat, and keep it off. And it's not just with ketchup, you do that with everything. You have a regular soda, drink the diet version of it. This and regular ketchup is basically the same thing, except I'm saving calories and you're not. It's basically the same. Oh, but it doesn't taste the same. Dude, shut up. Yes, it does. I am going in with some cheese slices. This is the lowest calorie cheese slices that I can find. I don't have any fat-free cheese slices within the area. Trust me, I've looked. I have fat-free cheese, but a cheese slice, this reminds me of a burger. And it's only 40 calories per slice, so pretty low in calories for the actual cheese slices. Use the cheese that you want to, but I'm recommending the lowest calorie cheese that you can find. 1 cheese slice right on top of there. And you know, I'm a pickle lover as well. Pickles are fantastic. They're super low in calories. They're high in sodium. If you're exercising a lot, you're sweating a lot, sodium is actually a good thing. Helps with the pump. You ever have a pickle pump before? Say that 5 times fast. So I just kind of go in with a handful of pickles here, about yay much. Really put it to your desire. And also, when you have a hangover, you drink the pickle juice, cures it right up. Now, that's fantastic. What I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna finish it off with more shredded lettuce. Now, again, you can put almost whatever vegetable you want to put. You want to put some grilled onions, you want to put some tomatoes, mushrooms. It's a burger wrap, you know? Sometimes those are great toppings to have on a burger. I'm putting some more shredded lettuce on there. I want this thing so big that it's almost hard to enclose it. Really stuff the crap out of your wraps. This will help give it more volume, make you feel more full, make you feel more satiated. The more vegetables, the better. The low in calories. You can't go wrong, ladies and gentlemen. You can't. And that basically is the entire wrap. All I'm gonna do is put this in the microwave for about 45 seconds or so, get everything kind of like compressed a little bit, warm everything up, get that cheese nice and warm. Alrighty, here we are with the burger wrap. This is what it looks like right here. Now, Let me give you some stats on this, okay? For one of these wraps, estimated calories, right around 236 calories. So if you wanna round up, 250 calories for the one. Let me give you some macros. 22 grams of protein, 24 grams of carbs, 15 grams of fiber, and 10 grams of fat. I mean, for anyone's meal plan, you can easily fit 2 of these in there, right around 500 calories. That's gonna give you over 40 grams of protein. It's gonna give you 30 grams of fiber, all for 500 calories. Try eating that 3 times a day if you're a woman. Try eating that 4 times a day if you're a dude. That will for sure put you in a calorie deficit. You're gonna feel full, satiated, have plenty of protein. I mean, what else do you want? Oh, I know, you want it to taste good. Well, let's give it a taste test. That's fantastic. It's literally a burger wrap. This is an absolute staple of mine, especially when I'm dieting for a show. It tastes amazing. It's low in calorie. It's super filling. It makes it more of a refreshing way to eat your vegetables. You can completely customize it, mix it up so you're never bored of it. If I were to try and make a recipe with all the different ingredients that I could probably make up within a wrap, it'd be like endless. I have like 100 different wraps you can make. And it tastes phenomenal. Listen, if you're enjoying the cooking so far, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe if you are new. I'll be honest with you, I'm enjoying myself very much. This is the second recipe of the day. We have one more recipe, more of a dinner recipe, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna eat this and enjoy it. Build a little muscle while I'm at it, burn some fat, because, you know, why not? And I will see you guys in the last and final recipe of the day. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here it is, last but not least, the last and final recipe of this video. This is more of a dinner recipe or a lunch, whatever, it doesn't really matter. We are making the pizza and popcorn combo. That's right, protein pizza. First things first for the ingredients. You're gonna need a Joseph lavash bread, okay? Its name's Joseph, I'm Joseph, it only makes sense, right? First thing to any pizza, you're gonna need a sauce. I'm going in with just a regular pizza sauce, 25 calories per serving. On average, I use about 2 servings per pizza, so about 50 calories for the actual sauce portion. I have used barbecue sauce. I've used like barbecue and ranch for like a chicken barbecue pizza. The best thing about all the recipes in this video is that they're completely customizable. You can switch in and out ingredients. It doesn't matter. You're allowed to do that. Go ahead and lather up your pizza with that sauce. The wetter, the better, baby. Next, what you're gonna need is some fat-free cheese. I have some fat-free mozzarella by Kraft right here. Okay, this is pretty much just protein shreds. I mean, in one serving, you have 9 grams of protein, 2 grams of carbs, and 0 grams of fat. Only 45 calories per serving. I go with about 2 servings on this on the pizza. If you want an extra cheesy, go ahead and put more. But fat-free cheese is like the extra cheat code you didn't know you needed. I mean, it's just pretty much extra protein. This is just 18 grams of protein right here with these 2 servings. And last but not least, to any pizza, you don't just leave it with just cheese on there. That's for losers. You put the pepperoni on the pizza. We're going in with some turkey pepperoni here. Turkey pepperoni, 70% less fat than regular pepperoni. 3 grams of serving, and you get 9 grams of protein per serving on there as well. I usually go with 1 to 2 servings of pepperoni, but honestly, 1 is enough for me. If you want more protein, go for it, go for 2. And when I say these recipes are customizable, they really are customizable. You can put whatever you want on here. You wanna add some beef, you wanna add some chicken, you wanna add some bacon, get a meat lovers special. If you wanna be vegan, which I don't know why you wanna do that, but you can if you want to. Make it a vegan pizza. I'm gonna be throwing on some jalapenos on this bad boy as well. Just add a little spice to my life. Oven settings, pretty simple. 350 degrees, put it in there for like 10 to 12 minutes, and you're done. Alrighty, now for the next portion of this meal is Smart Pop popcorn. Now this is fantastic because per bag is around 240 calories, but not all the kernels get popped in there. So the estimated calories per bag is about 200 calories for this entire bowl right here, which is, you know, a pretty good amount of volume for the amount of calories that you're actually getting. Now the reason why it's so low in calories is because there's actually 94% of the fat removed from the actual popcorn. All the flavor that you taste in popcorn with like the butter and all that, a lot of that has to do with the actual fat content that's in there. So they actually remove this. So by itself, this to a lot of people that are used to eating, you know, regular higher fatty popcorn, it might not taste the best. So I'm gonna show you a way to spice this up and kind of what I put on this popcorn to make it taste a little bit better, okay? First is I actually go with a little bit of lime. I'm a big fan of like lemon Lay's chips, and popcorn is like my chips substitute. It's what I eat instead of chips because I can just eat way more of it for less calories. And once I have 1 chip, it's over. I'm not really having just, you know, I'm not really having 200 calories worth of chips. I'm having like 400 or 500 calories worth of chips. All right, so lime is in. Next thing I like to go in with is with a little bit of, I cannot believe it's butter spray. This is so low in calories, I round it down to 0, but if you spray enough, it will eventually add up. So I only go in with a couple sprays on top, mix it around. I try not to get too crazy with it, because if I do, then you're gonna be adding some unnecessary calories on there. And then last but not least is popcorn seasoning right here, okay? My favorite flavor, there's a ton of different flavors. My favorite one is ranch. I don't know, it's just the best. I've had many other ones. Ranch just seems to hit the spot every time. Put it all on top, mix it up, and there you go right there. Taking some plain Smart Pop popcorn, may not taste the best, and turning it into something. Alright, I'm gonna give you the calories for the pizza first. So the calories and macros for the pizza are 330 calories for the entire thing. Overall macros is 41 grams of protein, 28 grams of carbs, 6 grams of fiber, and then 9 grams of fat. Now, total calories of this meal combined are 570 calories. Overall macros, 49 grams of protein, 80 grams of carbs, 14 grams of fiber, and then 13 grams of fat for both the popcorn and the pizza. I got about 2 more minutes left until this pizza's done. Take it out the oven, give it a little taste test, and show you what it's all about. Alrighty, here is the pizza right here. Now, one final step that I like to do before I actually dig into this pizza is I like to season it with a little bit of garlic powder. I'm a big fan of Domino's pizza. It's like my favorite fast food chain pizza, and one thing they do with their pizza in that crust, it has that garlicky type of texture to it, and so this just reminds me of it when I hit it with that garlic powder. So it's a little bit all over the top there, and that is done. Alrighty, and here to taste test this pizza with me, I got my boy Hondo-matic with the static. He has tried some of these recipes. He's given some pretty harsh reviews on the channel before, and he's wasting no time. Go ahead, give us the taste test. Go ahead, take your time.
I mean, you should another one to really be sure.
Yeah, give it another taste test.
You might try one more piece to really
try one more. Yeah, try one more.
Really be sure.
Fucking good.
This is good.
This is good, right?
This is good.
Gotta put it fire.
I'm impressed. I think so.
You're what?
Impressed.
You're impressed. He's impressed. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. All 3 of those recipes helping me lose fat, build muscle, stay lean, something I eat pretty much year round. All taste great, fully customizable. You can kind of mix and match different ingredients how you please. A lot of them are kind of Greg Doucette inspired from the cookbook. You kind of like looked and see what works, take it, twist it up, make it your own, add ingredients, take some away. That's what it's all about. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you guys are new. It's been your boy Joe. Peace.